I was gonna drink some of my coffee, but like I grabbed it like by like here.
Oh,
Like it's so hot. So I'm gonna wait a minute.
that's fair.
That cool down a little bit. So
speaking of cooling down, I think that
things are heating up.
Things are heating up. I got a new toy today.
Oh.
My sister was recommending, my mom was recommending it. I got a Ninja Creamy.
A Ninja Creamy?
Have you heard of those?
No.
It's debatably one of the most worthless machines ever. But the purpose it does have is valuable. So basically you take your whole protein shake and you pour it in this container and you freeze it.
Yep.
And then you take that container and you put it into the Ninja Creamy and it turns it into ice cream. Like the exact consistency of ice cream.
Okay.
So you know how you freeze it, it's just frozen. It's just like, you have to scrape. But this actually has like a blade and everything that turns it into ice cream. And then you can like do a thing where you add any kind of toppings you want into it.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes ice cream consistency, and apparently it really affects the flavor. And so it's like you can have a whole pint of ice cream every day, but in reality, it's your protein shake.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was like, so it turns it from a popsicle into an ice cream.
Yeah.
I'll admit, initially I was thinking of creamies, like
the
are like popsicles. I was like, a Ninja Creamy. It's like a ninja shaped creamy. What is this?
Yes, different ninjas.
It can't be it. That's ridiculous.
It's like when you go to the ice cream truck as a kid and you'd get those really distorted Mario
it's like,
ice cream.
It's SpongeBob. Can't you tell?
Just like bleeding out of one eye and the floor.
Okay, well, let's get on it. I already started recording, so trick.
Just hop in.
You didn't know, did you?
You didn't know.
Totally didn't know. It's not right in front of your face. Yeah, let's get into it. You went on a trip to Denver for cool reasons. Tell us the reasons and why it was so cool.
Tell us the reasons and why I should be president. So, okay. Yeah, I'll talk about
the Glee Club. No.
Oh, no. I don't want anyone accidentally thinking I was part of the Glee Club. I'm not against you if you're in the Glee Club. I lacked the singing and dancing capabilities, which are mandatory in the Glee Club.
Sure, same.
Anywho, as you see right behind me, my poster, it's in reverse, but it says Vica Blanca, February 2nd, Denver, Colorado. We went to Denver last weekend, and it was a blast. It was really fun. I haven't been to Colorado in years, probably a good 10 years now. I haven't been to Colorado, but going back was cool. It was nice. If everything wasn't so costly as far as parking and toll roads and everything, it would have been the perfect trip. Mm-hmm. Now to the good stuff. So whenever my wife and I like to go anywhere, we like to try to make it as nerdy as possible and do like the funnest, like nerdy things. And we're gonna do a short on this later, maybe some specifics of what we did. But the first night we were there, we saw Vica Blanca, and I mentioned the last episode that I was on that Vica Blanca does like 4 or 5 different anime intros, outros, movies kind of thing. The 2 main ones, which is from Black Clover. Mm-hmm. They do Black Catcher and Black Rover, which are hands down before I even was going to go to this concert, they were in my top like 5, 6 favorite anime songs of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very fortunate because we were right next to the stage. I think I showed you, Jonathan, a little bit. I was pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
And he played both Black Rover and Black Catcher live.
So cool.
It was a blast.
Very jealous. So cool.
And now we got a taste for it. And now we want to go. And dang it, you know what I found out? Baby Metal is coming back to the US this year.
Oh?
Yes, and if you got
I didn't even check because you told me
$100, we can see them.
Okay.
So I checked because I thought, well, maybe they're planning a tour for like 2025 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I looked online. They're coming to the United States for one weekend only in 2024. It's in April.
It's in New York City.
It's in Vegas, actually.
Oh, yay.
But it's a rock festival. So here's the thing. $600 is a really good deal for what you're getting because you're seeing Baby Metal, but I think you're seeing also like I can't remember all the bands that were there, but there's some really good headliners at it. It's like the Vegas like rock fest. And they had some sweet headliners, and they were gonna like for $600 you basically get access to the whole festival and you get to see all these performances. And it's almost mentally worth it. I don't have $600, but it's almost worth it.
It says Las Vegas Festival Grounds is where it's at.
Yeah, does it say some of the performers? I know there's a good list.
I'm trying to look at it. It's so small, like it's shrunk down. It won't let me get a bigger image of it. I can see that there's Slipknot, System of a Down.
Yeah, Slipknot, System of a Down,
Ginger,
Lamb of God.
Yeah, there's some big ones in there.
Oh yeah, there's
There's
gonna be a bunch.
Ice Nine Kill. Wow, there's so many.
I know, and like
sick.
So you basically pay that $600, which if you look at this, it's like, no, that's worth it 100%.
It's like Metal Warped Tour.
Oh yeah. So maybe we just gotta go to Sick New World in Vegas at the end of April.
I think we have to.
We have to.
We must.
I gotta be cooler though. I gotta get my eyeshadow.
Yeah, fit in. I definitely wouldn't fit in, but it's fine. I'll go there.
Let's get some spike bracelets.
I'll wear my cosplay. I'll be Mihawk.
Be Mihawk, and I'd have to
I don't
shave.
know if they'll let me bring in my giant sword though.
Be Crocodile, bringing a big old hook.
Yep. They'll be like, "Oh, you're a Hook." I'm like, "No,
no,
sort of."
No, I'd love to go to it. Maybe we'll see how the next month treats me in life, and maybe I'll just be like, okay, maybe I'll sell something. I have things, not these things. I won't sell these things, but I have other things.
Your soul.
Why did I just buy a Ninja Creamy? What's the matter with me? I could have gone to this. Anyway,
you got to flip it, make some money.
I could probably. I got a really good deal. I got it on an auction. So.
Oh yeah. And that's what you should be doing. You have that auction thing you consistently delve into, and you just be flipping it.
Yeah, man. I got 2 brand new monitors on the auction site for like $20 a piece. So, anyways, enough of the auction.
Enough of that.
The trip was great. We went to. I'm getting off topic. The trip was really fun. We went to that night, right before the concert. We went to eat at a place called Tatsu in Denver, and it's a kind of an anime themed. I can't remember the name of the type of restaurant it was, but it's basically a sushi bar / they have like Japanese traditional food.
Okay.
It sounds like isekai, but it's not isekai. Anyways, the point is they had
It's a restaurant.
all the. It's a restaurant. They had all the One Piece wanted posters. They had a ton of figures like up on the wall. They even had a Hisoka there. A lot of Dragon Ball. They even had some like Avatar: Last Airbender, which I thought was cool. They had a really cool like color or watercolor painting of Suki from Avatar.
Suki.
And then basically the rest of the trip, we just kind of went around and explored. We went to some cool shops and some museums. Had a good time. So these trips don't happen all too much, especially with kids. As you know, it's tough to get out and do these things, but it's worth it, especially for the concert. I recommend if anyone has an opportunity to go see Vicablanca live, you should definitely do it. He is a really good showman and really cool person. So, anyways, that was my trip in a nutshell. Good stuff.
Very nice. Didn't you say Otto was going to is it Otto? Yeah, Otto is going to California.
Going to LA.
Yeah.
The tickets are sold out, but the scalpers are selling them for like $300 just for the concert, which dang, man, that doesn't seem like that much money for the fact that I want to do it, but I don't have that much money
compared to the Baby Metal concert, I guess.
I know, right? And it's in LA, so a lot of flights go to LA pretty cheap. So
yeah, we'll see. I guess
we'll see.
Cool. Well, did you want to talk about shows or something else?
Yeah, let's dive in, man. We got to talk about Solo Leveling.
Yeah, we do. It was so good. Man, the fight with the spider.
Oh yeah,
was sick. Like you see his friend, Yujin, who was like, "What is happening right now? This is supposed to be a level E fighter, like hunter, and he's just there's no way. He's like he must be one of those
fake leveler,
fake rankers, false rankers, and he's like those people are psycho. He's gonna kill me."
And after that, he's like, "Sure, boss. There's some water, boss. I'll mine the crystals, boss." And he's just like constantly
do whatever you need. I got you. But yeah, so no, it was cool. He freaking has that dagger with the paralysis ability.
Oh,
and he
I know.
ends up stabbing Spider in the eye and just keeps stabbing him until he goes down. And he had saved that recovery. That saved his butt.
I did think that was cool because he finished his run right when he got to the site.
Yeah,
and he's like, "I'll just do this later." And I'm like,
"He could have not done that." And he'd be
like, "Oh, I know.
I'm screwed."
Well, for him, running a 10K at this point is a light jog, so I'm sure it's not that big of a deal for him anyway. So he's probably like, "I don't need a recovery right now."
Yeah.
So,
oh man. Yeah. Then Huang Dong suck. Or he does kind of suck.
he does, yes.
He obviously he is shady as frick. He comes back with his crew, and he's like, "Oh, this C ranker must have taken the spider out. Kill that guy, Sung Jin Woo." And he's like, "I don't think so."
Well, he did the right thing by trying to defend him right there, because whether he was going to do that or not, he saw what he was capable of, and so
yeah.
I
mean, and props to him. He was able to evaluate, I think, to an extent. I don't know if it was just because he just saw what happened and he's like, that's insane, or he just realized, okay, this person is like closer to like an A rank or something.
Yeah.
And these guys are, C and D rankers, and I don't remember what Huang Dong Suk was.
He was a C rank.
He was a C
He's
rank.
like,
Okay.
because he says like, just because I'm
Yep.
also a C rank doesn't mean I'm in the same level as these guys, kind of thing. Because he had like
Right.
that fortify ability.
Yep, which did nothing. He's
Which
like, you're strong. Smash.
Man.
Smash your face in the ground.
Somebody's like, 3 times you tried to kill me.
Yep.
And you expect me to believe you. It's kind of sad because you see his deterioration of trust in humanity. Like everyone's betrays you, everyone sucks essentially, and
survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest. And I loved when he gets up and he's like, for some reason the game wants me alive, so I'm going to use the game. Because I mean, I haven't said enough time yet, but not yet. But it's kind of interesting because the game or the program that's controlling him right now is like, the second they came in the room, it was kind of like, here are 6 hostile people. You need to kill them, or you will die.
Yep.
Like, and in my mind, I'm thinking, if he escaped, would he still have died? Would the computer program killed him?
Right.
Like, so it's obvious that not only, he says the program wants me alive and it wants me strong, is what he says. So I'm going to use the program, and then he goes and kills them all. Which, super sad. And can I just say that the guy, Dong Suk's plan sucked. That sucked. Like, his whole thing of like, the spider will eat these guys and then go to sleep, and then we can mine the resources. Like, well, why not just like, there was 100 ways to go about that would have been more effective. I mean,
yeah,
like, what the heck's the matter with you? Obviously your brother's really important, but there's a reason why you're not that great. It's because your plan sucks.
Yeah, you'll find his brother is also kind of an a-hole. No, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So
I think we saw his silhouette or whatever in the background, or in the end of the episode, right?
Yep.
So
I think that's kind of the premise of this season, is his growth, as well as the his fight with that guy. Not the fight with that guy, but his, I don't know,
there's like competition with them, the rivalry there or something.
Conflict.
Oh.
It just wouldn't come.
That is a word.
It's his conflict with Huang Dongsu. So
cool.
What else have you been up to? Oh, yeah, go ahead. I'll get into the other interesting thing I wanted to mention later.
About solo leveling?
Nope.
Oh,
something else.
Well, I do want to maybe put a plug with the kids. Since we finished Asumanga Daioh, we are watching Nichijou right now.
Oh yeah.
It's just so dumb. I love it. So that's always a good one. But the show that Sarah and I actually started and finished since I recorded last was Migi To Dali.
Right.
Okay. This goes back to what we talked about a few weeks ago about the quality versus entertaining factor, right? And this would have been a really good test case for that one, because the story, the concept is awesome. Even the character designs and things were awesome, but it just had such a weird feel. Like, it just felt weird to watch. I think it's just because they slowed down the pacing a ton. It's not a very fast-paced show. They slow down the pacing. It's kind of like, to me anyway, it's kind of like watching, the newest Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. how he's just like Batman's kind of walking around a little more slow. The pacing is a little slow.
Yeah.
It just has that. Come on, like let's go.
Get on with it.
But the concept for anyone who doesn't know, a brief idea of it is this old couple could never have kids, and so they want to adopt a little kid. So they go to the orphanage, and they end up adopting this little boy who's like 13 named Hitori.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and but in reality, he's not just one person; he's two people. He's identical twins,
Mm-hmm.
and one just hides all the time, and then they switch places. And so it's basically the show is this old couple like excited they have a child, and it's kind of fun to watch like where is the other one hiding in the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's obvious, they just show him he's under the table during dinner and he's like sneaking food from the table, or he's
Yeah.
like behind a wall, or like up on up on the ceiling like hiding or something.
He's in the corner of the top corner of the wall.
Yeah. It's just the fact that it's like, so it's funny, it's an entertaining thing. You can tell that they definitely sped up the story but slowed down the pacing, which makes it kind of weird. But the
Mm-hmm.
whole plot of it is he's not one person, he's two, and that you find that out like first 5 minutes of the show.
Yeah.
And they're trying to find out who killed their mother,
Oh.
because the mother died in this little town. And so everyone's a suspect, and it's kind of a murder mystery who done it.
Mm-hmm.
So I recommend it. It's only 13 episodes. It's pretty quick watch. But it's just, I think if you ever take some time to watch an episode or two, you'd be like, yeah, this is, maybe you'll feel differently, but the pacing is a little weird in this show. But
I definitely will need to give it a go. The premise sounds interesting. I don't like things that are slow going, so don't have a lot of hope.
Well, just watch a few episodes and you'll see. I honestly, within the first 2 episodes, I think you'll understand like, okay, I'm gonna like this or I'm not gonna like this. We finished it all because it's only 13 episodes and we thought, why not?
Yeah.
And we wanted to know who done it, and so, anyways. But just so you know, there will not be another season. This is the entire story. Like the ending of the season is the ending of the entire thing.
Okay.
So they even like resolve it all and be done and move on. But anyways, that's my
fast
plug.
enough that they resolve everything. So, in 13
speedily,
episodes. That's
speedily, yeah.
Okay.
But anyways,
dope.
So, that's pretty much all. Between that and continuing My Hero Academia, that's all I've been doing.
Cool. Well, I did want to mention something that's I think a lot of people might be aware of, but I wanted to talk about it because it's controversial.
Ooh.
And I had some personal thoughts on the matter. So, Funimation is stopping their service officially in April.
Mm-hmm.
So they had said a long time ago, I don't even remember, it was like a year ago or a year or two, I don't know, that they were going to be moving everything from Funimation over to Crunchyroll and basically merging it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, they're like, if you want to get ahead of the game, you can get a discount. Move over now, and I did that. And unfortunately, for a lot of other people, they didn't do that, but they also downloaded a lot of content. Like they purchased a lot of content that was like they purchased movies and shows, digital content, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have stated basically you're not going to get that stuff. That's not moving. It's just gone. You're not getting a refund. Basically, you agreed to borrow it until Funimation no longer exists, which it's not going to. So that's frustrating. Like, it doesn't affect me so much, but I'm sure it affects a lot of people, and it's super frustrating to a lot of people. Unfortunately, it doesn't surprise me. This is why I'm so against the like downloadable digital content versus getting a physical copy. I always, if I really like it, I'm gonna get a physical copy.
They can't do anything about that. They can shut everything down. You have the disc, you're good.
Right. So I've done that since I used to work for PlayStation support, and they had started doing the whole downloadable digital content. And when they started doing that, that was my first thought. I was like, well, it's stuck on this system. What happens if my system, that service goes away for whatever reason, right? And it was stated to me that, well, then it just goes away. You don't get it. Like, so unfortunate. But I guess my advice is to push the physical content. And that's my preference. People are gonna do what they want, but stuff like this happens. Definitely is motivating and reassuring to me that I'm doing it correctly. So
yeah,
I mean, at least if it's in like the terms and conditions somewhere, and you're willing to like go through that, where it says, yeah, we'll refund you if something happens, or
at least a percentage.
somehow we'll pay it back.
Yeah,
But
that's rough, man.
that was interesting.
I don't remember the last time I put a DVD in a tray.
Yeah.
But there is a safety in that, there's a security in having it. And, you've kind of inspired me overall that I'm thinking of getting my top 10 favorite shows and buying the Blu-ray box sets for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to buy all the discs of One Piece. Like, that's going to happen. I just don't want to buy them till it all comes out because I like consistency. And if for some reason they don't release the same consistent like packaging, and I hate having one or two odd packagings on my shelf.
Sure.
But
they don't match at all.
Yeah, and so I'm not doing that. But I think I want to get like my top 10 favorite anime, buy all the box sets for them, just because if something happens, I have that, and I know I'm going to have a good time watching that content. So maybe that's what I'll start doing. I'll start just accruing box sets.
Yeah. Actually, funny thing you should say that. So by the time this comes out, it may be Valentine's Day. Maybe it might be past. But Mia already told me what the present she got for me was, and it's a box set of the first 5 volumes of Solo Leveling.
Oh,
so I was like, sweet. But yeah, I definitely want to increase the amount of like box sets that I have, and physical copies of things that I have. So yeah. I know that I'm on the same page as you though. With One Piece, I just want everything to be uniform. I would love to just have them come out when it's all done. Just come out with this one box set, this like epic box set, and just buy that.
So, and you bring up a valid point that we need to be on the ball, because that's something you pre-order, because it's not going to be you're not going to be able to find it for years if you don't.
Yeah,
we got to like find out the exact day and time, and luckily we know the show's not over, so we know. like when that's going to be coming up. But we got to find out exactly when that is. We got to save up the $1,000+ it's going to be to have that, and we got to buy it. And that's one. Number two, you and I need to be putting money in the bank, because Sarah and I are putting money in the bank that I know when One Piece is over, there's going to be some crazy festival in Japan about it.
Oh my gosh,
I know that.
yes.
And I have to be there. Like there's no other answer. I gotta be there.
Part of it.
Yeah. So we got to save up for the box set. I want to buy all the manga, and then I want to be at that festival. And then the fourth goal I have is these are like the cheaper figures because I wanted Wano ones, but I want to have like a 1/6 of every Straw Hat figure, like quality
Scale figures.
Quality scale. I mean, we're talking to fulfill this whole venture I'm talking about is like 10 grand. And I don't have that, but I have like a few years to save for it, essentially.
Yep.
Because I'll make a shrine in my house to One Piece at that point.
Just get the life-size crew.
Oh.
Just
and
the
a life-size
crew.
Sunny.
Yeah.
To put them
have
on.
their own room. Maybe you could put them outside for Christmas.
There you go. Just put Santa hats on them.
Yep.
Someone would steal those 100%.
Oh my gosh. 1,000%. Yeah,
it'd be gone so fast.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I guess I'll just end on the anime weekly anime update. Wow. I'm not gonna go like super into detail. I do want to just mention the new chapters that came out. It came out with another chapter of One Punch Man. That was okay. It's still kind of, to me, it's kind of dragging on. But they did introduce a new character that's like apparently he fought with Blast, and he's a super strong ninja, but he's also like part monster, of course, and Flash and Speed of Sound Sonic are fighting him, and Saitama has not entered the fray quite yet, unfortunately. So I'm just kind of waiting for that to happen. They also came out with a new chapter of JJK. Yuji Itadori, he and Yuta, they've got a good plan going to defeat Sukuna. I don't think it's going to do the job, but it is a valiant effort, and I'm impressed because like Yuji is basically he's in charge of punching Sukuna's soul. He's trying to separate Megumi from Megumi's body from Sukuna, and obviously Yuta is just trying to beat on him the whole time. He has an amazing domain expansion where all those abilities that he's copied. He has all these swords in his domain expansion, and each sword has a different ability, and he just like picks one up and has whatever ability it comes with. He doesn't know until he picks it up, and then he goes and hits Sukuna with that particular ability. So Sukuna doesn't know what it is, but it ended pretty. It ended on a cliffhanger. So spoiler, if you are listening right now, pause, like turn off your volume for like 10 seconds. So Sukuna gets hit by his own cleave ability. So Yuta hits him with cleave, and he's obviously super surprised because he didn't know that Yuta had copied his ability. And so it just ends on him just like shocked, right? He just got hit with his own stuff.
Yeah,
pretty dope.
sick.
Apart from that, I'm just continuing on with Butagiri, Soul Leveling, Unwanted Undead Adventurer, Ragna Crimson, which I know you were also watching a little bit. And my instant death ability is overpowered. Still watching that one as well. And the wrong way to use healing magic. I'm also watching Tsukimichi's second season. So that one's a little bit slower going, but I'm still interested.
Nice. Good update.
Thanks. But, I don't know, did you have anything else for us?
Honestly, it's good to be back.
Good to have you back.
Here and within the next few weeks is going to be really busy, really crazy, and so I'm excited. But we are going to have that special segment that I'm working on within the next month, and I'm accruing the people needed to make that happen. And don't worry, lots of planning, but we're going to do good. I might be in your neck of the woods within the next week or two.
Oh, once again, eh?
Once again. So
cool.
Anyways, but yeah, that's all for me. Thanks for tuning in, clan.
Thanks. We'll see y'all in the next one.
涙の色はエメラルドブ宝石みたいに光ってる流れ星を見上げていたあの夜も